So we're looking at the wording of at least on this kind of question. So we're still going to set up the probability tree, fill in the probability tree, and then it's just going to be tweaking the way we answer the last question. So let's start by filling in the tree. So I've got 0.7, 0.7, 0.3 and 0.7. So the probability of at least one of those 2 days will be late. So at least, so it could be late and then not late, and then late, or of course being late both days. Now you could work out each of those 3 branches and then have a total of the 3 probabilities once you work them out. Alternatively, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out the one where she's not late and then subtract it from 1. So 1 take away the probability of not late at all. So the probability of her of being late at least once or more is just 51 over the 100. If I did it the other way, which is fine, you won't lose marks either way, you're going to end up with 9 over 100, 21 over 100, 21 over 100 again. So when you add that together, you're going to end up with 51 over 100. So you can see both methods. The blue method at the bottom is the shorter way of answering these questions. So I'm going to sketch out the diagram to start with, and then we have a visual aid of what we need to do. So I've got red and blue. First we've got Millie, and then we've got, oh, don't want to write it there, and there, red and blue again. And then we want at least one red counter. So that means that I'm going to work out those 3, and then I could add them together, or I could work out the last one and then do 1 take away the probability of all being blue. Okay, so I'll do it both ways and then you can see. So once we've got the diagram set up, we can put the probabilities on. Got to be careful because she keeps it. Then we can work out the probabilities as we go through. That's going to give me 84 over 90. If I do it that way, the probability of the double blue is going to give me 6 over 90. So if I do 1 take away the 6 over 90, it's going to give me 84 over 90. So same answer, 2 different ways. You can decide on the method that you want to use. So I want you to have a go. Just things to be aware of. It's going to keep the counter, so you can sketch out your diagram as before. Put the probabilities on, keeps it, so remember it's going to change on that second step, and then find the probability of at least one counter being between them. So pause the video and have a go at that, please. So once we've drawn the diagram and put the probabilities on, you will have a bit more working than I should. Gets us the answer of 70 over 72. Of course we can cancel that down. If you have done so, that's fine. Or you do the other method where you work out the last one and you subtract from 1, and you still end up with the same answer. So I'd like you to have a go at these 3 questions. There is a bit of working out for each that you have to do, so make sure you've got enough space before you start. I'd like you to draw the diagram for each one, answer the questions, and the last question links in with a different one where you've got to have the 3 outcomes. So it can be a bit more detailed, so think about that before you start, please. But you can all do the first two ones because they're very similar to the examples. So pause the video, please, and attempt those questions with full working out. So answers are on the screen now, so you can check to make sure that you've got them right, and your teacher will check your working out, which there should be a lot of. Well done. It is challenging.